it's called a tower. This is our clear the heat, the air apparent. Really, I've never been better. Legacy, this is forever. All the more times I've been severed, I'm raising the bar, you can go ahead and measure. Think about time for a toast. Time that we welcome to go. Yo, we're just leaving. I think about time that somebody go get them their coat. You know I got all that anthem, come back in what you call that add-on. Got anthems and bands with masters, getting them right like my name was Miranda. I ain't bigger dead than alive, I ain't bigger dead than alive. One more time, this is forever, remember the legend, he never gon' die, I ain't bigger dead than alive, bigger dead than alive. I ain't bigger dead than alive, dead than alive, I ain't bigger dead than alive, bigger dead than alive, Just making sure that you know why, because this is forever. And there will be no surrender. Come on, here we go. You know that this right here forever. No surrender. It's forever. You know this right here.
All right, guys. So we just finished up another session here at EOS Fitness on the east side. Brought along Mark Anthony, first ever men's physique Mr. Olympia champion. It's been a minute since we got to train together, but we actually linked up. You know, we talk every day, but you know, we've been trying to get together some training, and you know, Mark's planning to do something possibly this year, right? That he'll announce. But it's good to be able to catch up and train. I don't usually train with someone, so we decided to do some arms this week, and what I wanted to do is just showcase, you know, kind of, you know, what's available in certain gyms, and my arm workouts kind of vary depending on where I am, but we'll kind of get down to the nitty gritty and talk about it a little bit. And you know, we started with some press down movements with a straight bar. We did 2 sets, kind of get the muscle warmed up a little bit. Fortunately, no elbow pain for either of us, so it wasn't one of those issues. We went to 4 working sets, really just trying to get that extension. Okay, normally I start with rope presses, rope push downs, but we actually did those second. So we went over and did some ropes. We did 4 sets there, really making sure on the bottom we really get that squeeze to really bring out the horseshoe part of the tricep. Next, moving into hammer dips, which optional. You can do free weights, you can do you know, selectorized machine. We chose the hammer machine, which you can do. It's kind of plate loaded, and you know, we did that exercise for 4 sets. Okay, didn't go too crazy heavy, but really good pump. 12 repetitions on that. Next exercise we did was skull crushers. So with this exercise, we pyramided up. We started with 1 weight, went 12 repetitions pretty much, moved up to about, what, 100 pounds, I think, on that.
On the easy bar.
Yeah, easy curl bar, just easier on the elbows a little bit. But I did 12, I think I did maybe 15 reps, something like that. That was the last exercise we did for triceps, okay? Didn't really change our spot. We started with alternate dumbbell curls, which is pretty much what I start with all the time. 8 to 12 repetitions each arm. We started with 40 pounds. We pretty much stayed with that kind of weight. seated I like a little better because it's less momentum with the body, but obviously you can switch it up and do standing or whatever. But we started with that. So next we moved over to the preacher hammer machine, which I really like. I always mention that keeping the elbow stationary is always good for bicep training. With this exercise, still focusing on 12 repetitions, didn't go too crazy heavy, but really trying to get that super pump. And honestly, after the first set of bicep curls, even after doing triceps, I was pretty pumped up. Hence why I always do like bis and tris together. Next exercise was the one-arm hammered elevated machine. A little more isolation.
More isolation, and it's just a different angle, you know what I mean? You get more of a peak and then the top part of the bicep contraction.
And what I did with these is, I pretty much do one arm at a time for the 10 or 12 reps I was doing it, and then of course alternating arms, but you can do a double standard too, and that's kind of how we did it. We did it with like a double motion, but a lot of people do it single arm. It's an isolateral machine. You don't have to do both at the same time, so that's a really good machine for that. And of course, the elbow is elevated, so you're not using a lot of the shoulder. You guys try to isolate and want to try to get better peak on the bicep. That's a good machine for that. And then we finished with barbell curls with a cambered bar. Still sticking at 10 to 12 repetitions, but we actually used the fat grips on this. Oh, that was actually a straight bar we did.
It was straight bar.
Yeah, straight bar with the fat grips. And the fat grips are just thicker. I mean, it hits a different portion of the muscle.
It's in the brachialis.
Yeah, brachialis. I mean, I incorporate, fat grips in a little bit. If you guys haven't tried them, make sure you check it out. But it's an ego hurter for a lot of people because you can't do as much weight when the bar is a lot thicker.
Yeah, for sure.
So overall, I think, good workout. Got it knocked out in about 40 minutes. Moved, right through the exercises, but I think the main thing is just getting a good pump out of things, not going for any weight records. Appreciate you guys following along, of course, for Mark joining us today. This is one of the gyms we like to train at. I mean, This is one of the few gyms in Vegas that has metal weights still left in it. Yeah. And I think, it's just, you guys have a lot of options when you come to Las Vegas, so make sure you guys check out the Gold's Gym on Eastern if you're in town. And
EOS now.
EOS, yeah.
EOS.
I always say Gold's Gym.
Yeah.
I'm stuck on the Gold's Gym thing.
It's one of the original gyms that was here for a long time.
Yeah. So shout out to EOS, and of course I'm four-time Mr. O, and of course Men's Physique Classic. Men's Classic.
Men's Physique.
Physique.
First.
Yes.
Not classic.
Soon classic.
Maybe classic.
Yes. Right. We're out.